And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Monarchs offense will get the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Leaves it with the back. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Backed up now. Here's second and long. To the air. It's Rivers. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down. Just inches away from moving the sticks. The Monarchs are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Monarchs are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Let's talk for just a minute about Old Dominion. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that, man, they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. We're trying to build something special. We just need you.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason it was an inaccurate throw.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Monarchs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, ODU.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Eagles offense will go to work for the first time. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. He'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. It doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Monarchs will try to pick it up on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. There he goes. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. And the Monarchs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to run for it. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Runs through the tackle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Back to throw, it's Rivers. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jones. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. Off play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Touch pass on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Escapes trouble. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Got it in the middle, it's Mills. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Knocked down behind the line for the 2nd straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. Here comes the heat. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Rivers. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Monarchs send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Mills. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun. Wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Cradles it at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Monarchs in the hurry up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Rivers. Quickly complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his man. It's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Calls his own number. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable 1st half of football so far today in Norfolk. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Ballard Stadium.
The Monarchs will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. On his way from around the 50. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Back to pass, it's Rivers. Caught over the middle, it's Thomas. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They've got enough for the first down and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Monarchs are on the move. From the gun, running back on the move. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Monarchs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Monarchs. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip him in the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You run the slant route day 1, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. From the gun, give on the inside.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught in the backfield, it's Butler. Turning it on! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. From the gun, running back gets the give. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Now on first down from the 28. Leaves it with the back. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Monarchs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Old Dominion. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. It's complete to the left. Bust through behind his pad. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The inside handoff.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Eagles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. The give on the inside.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. They'll run it from the gun. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
23-yard line. Coming up,
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Monarchs are flying down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, ODU! Quick strike through the air for the score. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it, and you didn't pick it up." And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The Monarchs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nice move there. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Another fourth down try for this offense. They're 2 for 4 so far in this one. Trying to get it to the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Monarchs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Georgia Southern, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Just needs a crack to get a return. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely...